Bitcoin nitty guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Well, you can see the market's bleeding out, down 2.3%. Kaspa is actually up about 0.5%, basically still in that 16-cent range. We've been there a while. So yeah, overall, you zoom out, things are looking good. Hash rate was spending a lot of time over 800. I was thinking about making a video this morning after I got up, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, and had something else I was working on. But the hash rate is spending more and more time over 800 petahashes, almost 408,000 addresses. That's what we like to see. And you look at wallet number 7, they pretty much picked up 400,000. So I'm not even sure if there's a possible that wallet number 5 and number 7 are connected. It seems like one day, or they might take a day off, but then wallet 7 adds a bunch of Kaspa, then wallet 5 adds a bunch of Kaspa. We know that eventually some tier 1s will be listing it. When, we don't know. Binance pool is up to 20.75 petahashes. So it's getting up, and it's really just been out over a little week. So I think the better the Binance pool does, I guess the first 3 months, no fees. Eventually after that, they'll have a fee. You can see that it is climbing up the ladder. They do fluctuate a little bit as, people are moving in and out of pools. So that's cool. Casplex, no new news there. They shared this from KASMedia, which I haven't been following, so you got to follow those guys. And I put a link to this article on their website, KASMedia, that you can see they have a lot of different cool stuff on there. But this article is a path to digital silver stateless world reserve currency. So that's why it's, reserve currency. Could it be? I don't know. I do think that it would benefit humanity if it was something decentralized. That way governments couldn't just print a ton of more money. You look at the United States, since they got off the gold standard in 1971, they spent about $22 trillion on military, about $35 trillion in debt. It's constantly, there's only been a few years it didn't spend more money than it made. So I'm not going to just read all this article, but we could just look at a couple bullet points. It's pretty long here, so you could really got to dive into it for yourself. The money trilemma: scalability across time, scalability across scales, medium of exchange, a store of value and unit of account, and decentralized stateless money could benefit humanity. History of money and its attributes: proto-money, commodities, and unforgettable costliness. We all know inflation is the tax, number of goods. There's just a lot of information here. Too much to just read, It's talking about gold and how it's only good as a store of value, not real good as a unit of account or medium of exchange. And it's just going through history. So this is, maybe some of the history of money. Most people that are getting deep into crypto have, especially when it's something decentralized like Bitcoin or Kaspa. So yeah, I linked up this article. Also, another article I linked up in the description is from Desert Energy Initiative to Kaspa Industrial Initiative, a story on how Rory O'Neill and his team discovered Kaspa in early 2022. They addressed all the shortcomings encountered with other platforms: scalability, meeting industrial demands; decentralization, ensuring trust and security; leveraging proof of work. And we know that the network is getting more secure and secure. Bitcoin University today was talking about how in Russia they're just going to be mining Bitcoin, but he said they're not going to be mining things like Dogecoin and Kaspa. But I think that a little bit intellectually dishonest to completely dismiss Kaspa, especially when you have Marathon Digital talking about how it's more profitable for them to mine Kaspa. So to just think that no one wants to buy ASICs and get on that train is ridiculous, especially when you've seen the hash rate pretty much double in a month. So yeah, a lot of exciting things on the horizon. I linked these two articles, which are way too big to cover in this video, but one is going over how Rory O'Neill from the Desert Energy Initiative, which now formed the Kaspa Industrial Initiative, and they have big plans for Kaspa, incorporating it into lots of different different aspects that are real world. And you can see the Desert Energy Initiative, a precursor to Kaspa's Industrial Initiative. he began 15 years ago, armed to harness renewable energy from deserts. I know Elon Musk thinks eventually battery packs and solar panels. Obviously, the sun is not around 24 hours a day, but with battery packs, you can harness some of that. So whether you like that or not, there's a lot of the world going that way. But the reality is oil still powers everything, and it's going to power for the near future. Nuclear energy is also a good form of energy that some countries have started moving away from. But whether you like it or not, there's definitely movement. So, and I do think that it's not right on the edge of like collapse, but the amount of carbon dioxide parts per million is increasing. So, doesn't hurt to look at what we're doing. And so, yeah, there's just that's where there's all these things like you can constantly read about all these different Goldman Sachs, $500 million of Bitcoin ETF, all this. Price takes a while to follow. You can see hash rate, you know, basically July 9th, we've doubled in hash rate. You go back to July 9th, uh, you know, we're, well, actually, it's a little bit over there, but July 9th, where were we at July 9th? July 9th, we're basically about the same. We're just really about just about 17 cents. So the last month, the price did hit that new all-time high over 20 cents, but we haven't doubled like the hash rate. But eventually you will. And when you have big players like Binance with their mining pool and the hash rate increasing, that's probably, I mean, the more the hash rate that gets and just the fact that they created one basically makes me feel like eventually they'll list it. They got all sorts of other crap coins on there and altcoins that are just doing nothing, no trading volume. So you can see Kaspa, even on 90 million traded today, they want a piece of that pie. And you have things like this where people really believing that Kaspa could be a reserve currency. And then you have lots of mining power going on. So people are investing energy in mining power. And you have a company that was trying to do lots of basically probably solar with clean energy. And now they're trying to work with Kaspa as a blockchain that could make a lot of different industries decentralized. So it takes time for that. And even the emissions trading market, people are changing carbon credits. Doesn't matter if you think the carbon credits are complete bullshit, which it's weird. A company could do all sorts of you know waste in the environment, and then now they just buy carbon credits and they're good. So I don't know how that works, but I know that they're expecting the emissions trading market to be $2 trillion by 2030. So that's not that far away. And so whether we like it or not, if it's an industry where people are trading $2 trillion, you might as well get Caspa involved with that. So Rim Rich, thanks for tuning in. So that's all I got. Quick video. I linked up to this Reddit post about the desert, basically the DII turning into KII, and Rory O'Neill and how they discovered it. Also, this KASMedia article talking about how maybe Kaspa can solve the trilemma of money, goes deep into the history of money, and kind of floating the idea that path to digital silver is a stateless world reserve currency. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Honestly, I'm bullish, not financial advice, but yeah, you might have saw too. Jerry Banfield is closing down his channel. I guess all the Caspians drove him out. Who knows about that guy? He's a clown. He'll probably be back. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay bullish and have a good day.